I know it's Mindy's birthday today, but it doesn't look like I'll be there.
Wait, what? What do you mean? This is our daughter's birthday that we're talking about.
Yeah, but my business trip got extended, so...
It got extended again? How many times is that now?
I know, but it got extended for another week, so there's just no way that I'm going to be able to make it.
I mean, seriously though, do you even know how old our daughter is? What birthday do you think it's gonna be for her?
Yeah, well, I can't help what work decides, and she's only like, what, 4 years old or something?
No, this is gonna be her 6th birthday, and you've missed every single one of them up to now.
Oh, really? She's already sick? Wow, when did all that happen?
On her 1st birthday, you said that you had a high school reunion that you needed to attend. Then, for her 2nd birthday, you said that there was a goodbye party for one of your coworkers. For her 3rd birthday, you said that you were gonna take a trip with an old friend.
Oh, yeah. I remember all of that now. But surely I must have been there for at least one birthday, right?
No, birthday number 4 and 5 and now 6, you've had business trips. I mean, even the day that you got home from the hospital after giving birth, you handed her off to me and said that you needed a mini vacation in a hotel by yourself.
Right, yeah, I remember that. That was a really tough couple days. I really needed that little mini vacation.
You just disappeared, and I had to take care of our newborn child all by myself for a week.
But I really needed that break. I had just given birth, and I needed some me time. Is that really so wrong?
I was so stressed out, and I had no idea where you went. It was only after you came home that you told me where you had been.
But you made it through, didn't you? So I don't get what the big deal is. Everything turned out fine.
Look, all I want to know is why do you always seem to have plans on September 9th? Your daughter's birthday.
It's just a big coincidence. You're reading way too much into this. It's all fine.
I just can't believe that. I mean, you have never once tried to prioritize your daughter's birthday.
Well, she'll have plenty more down the line, right? I'll just make sure to be there for those. I mean, those class reunions and goodbye parties don't come that often.
Goodbye parties happen all the time, but your daughter only ever has one first birthday, and you didn't even try to come home early to be there.
Well, I just had a lot of people that I wanted to talk to and couldn't fit in the birthday. Besides, that's like ancient history. Like you said, the past few years, I just had work.
I mean, can't you just take the day off in advance or something?
Well, of course I tried asking them, but they said no, so I don't know what else you want me to do.
But Mindy has been looking forward to this for at least 2 months. She's gonna be so hurt.
Well, you'll just have to tell her that I have work. How many times do I have to explain this to you, huh? And you get that through your thick head, too.
Well, I just wish that you would have told me earlier at the very least. I mean, I thought that you were about to be coming home.
Well, this was last-minute decision, so I don't know what you want from me, okay?
Do jobs even do that? Do they extend business trips like this all the time?
Oh, please. I am not going to be talked down to by some little shut-in who never leaves home and spends all day typing away on his little laptop.
I'm not a shut-in. I'm a data analyst and I work from home. I explained to you that this was my job when we got married 10 years ago.
Do you think that's supposed to make you sound cool or something? You think that makes you come off as smart? No. It makes you sound like a big nerd.
Of course I'm not trying to come off as cool. What are you even talking about? I'm just saying what the situation is.
But I don't blame you for wanting a job where you don't have to leave the house. You have such a plain face and you're only, what, 5'5"? Ugh, sometimes I just really don't know why I even married you in the first place.
Why do you have to bring my looks or height into this?
Oh, please. A little manlet like you should be on your knees thanking me for being with you.
What kind of a way is that to talk to the father of your child? Why are you acting this way?
I really have no idea what you're talking about. Little shorties like you shouldn't even have human rights. Or at the very least, you should be considered adults. You're all just little action figures for us big girls to play with.
Seriously, what the heck is your problem? This is just completely uncalled for.
Oh, what is the little baby gonna cry? I'm just telling the truth.
Okay, you know what? I am done with this conversation. You do whatever you want. I don't even care anymore.
I was already going to do that anyways, you moron.
My name is Sam, and I'm a 37-year-old data analyst. I've been married to my wife Rachel for 10 years now. In 15 days, our daughter Mindy is gonna turn 6. I met Rachel at a party back in the day when we hit it off right away. It still feels like yesterday that we said I do to each other. She's a beautiful woman who works hard, but she always seems to put herself first before her family. She always breaks promises that she makes to our daughter, but I still love her, and so I just can't bring myself to talk about divorce. Besides, I want my daughter to grow up with both of her parents. I always try and make it up to her whenever her mom disappoints her. But when Rachel told me that her business trip was suddenly extended, I didn't know what to think. Even so, I could have never guessed what happened next.
Hey, Sam, I know you thought that I was going to be coming home today, but this is the official start of the extension to my business trip.
That's right. I was hoping to be able to pick you up at the airport before I got the news, but...
Well, now you don't have to worry about it. And make sure to tell Mindy that I'm sorry for missing her birthday again.
Well, you have missed so many of them at this point that I doubt Mindy will even really miss you.
Oh, don't tell me you're still upset about all of this.
Upset? No, of course not. I'm well past that point.
Well, I think that you need to get over yourself. Your wife is a hard-working woman, and if I tell you that I'm doing something for work, then that should be that. In fact, you ought to be thankful for all that I provide for this family.
Oh, yeah, of course. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us.
Are you pouting? Are you a child or something? Grow up already!
You've got a lot of nerve telling me to grow up. You know that?
If I'm so childish, then I guess that means you won't be getting any souvenirs.
That is just fine with me. I didn't want anything anyways.
Oh, you're so obnoxious. Do you know that? I am going to go on a shopping spree all for myself while I'm here.
I thought you were going to be too busy working to do anything else, so which is it?
Well, I'll just make some time for myself and get it done. I'll show you, but I don't need to explain myself to someone who only ever has free time like you.
Whatever, I know for a fact that you aren't getting paid for a while, so I doubt that you even have the money for your little shopping spree.
Oops. Did I not mention that I found your secret stash of savings? I guess you didn't know that I knew about that, huh?
Secret stash?
I am talking about all the money that you've kept for yourself in the desk in the living room. I found about $10,000 stashed away in there.
Oh, you aren't talking about the locked drawer in the desk, are you?
That's the one. You tried to hide your secret stash in there and you thought that I would never be the wiser?
I really didn't think that you would have broken into that, but I'll warn you now that that isn't my money.
What are you talking about? It was in our house. If it isn't your money and it isn't my money, then who else's could it possibly be?
That money was given to me by my parents to hold on to. It's their money.
Why would your parents give you so much money just to hold on to?
Well, the thing is, they told me that there were stories about some crazy woman in their neighborhood breaking into houses. They were worried that their house would be next, so they gave me some money to hold on to in the meantime until the cops could catch whoever it is.
That doesn't even make any sense. Why didn't they just put it in the bank? No one could get to it there.
Well, you know my parents. They really don't get how to use cards and always like to pay cash.
Yeah, that really does sound like them, but I still don't believe you. You're lying to me.
I'm really not, I can promise you that.
Whatever. You're just upset that I found your secret stash, and now you're trying to cover for yourself. So obvious.
No, I'm telling the truth. That money is really not mine, and you are not allowed to use it. Do you understand?
Oh, sure. I totally understand. I pinky promise not to use it. Anyways, I'm going away on my trip now. See you.
Huh? I thought that you were already gone and your trip was just being extended.
Right. I just meant I'm going to start the extension.
I'm so sure. Well, enjoy your little business trip then.
It's not something I'm going to enjoy. It's for work. Just make sure to keep the house clean and in order while I'm gone. Got it? And make sure that you vacuum. I don't want to come home to a dirty house.
Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure that the house is absolutely spotless. You can count on that.
Thank you.
So, did you figure it out yet? It took me way too long to figure it out. I guess I was just in denial for a long time. But once I figured it out, I decided to come up with a way to get back at her.
Hey, what is the meaning of all this? Where the hell is our house? It's totally gone! What happened?
Oh, Rachel, are you finally back from your trip? Welcome home.
Welcome home? What are you talking about? There isn't even a home anymore. What happened to it?
Well, you told me that you hated a dirty house, right? So I just decided to make sure that I left it spotless for you when you came back.
What are you talking about? This isn't a joke.
Aw, you're no fun. While you were gone, I had our house demolished.
You had our house demolished? What is the matter with you? Have you gone crazy? What happened to our TV or our kitchen?
It's all gone, as you can see.
But our house... Why isn't it here?
I just told you, didn't I? I demolished our house so that it could be spotless for you. I think I did a pretty good job if I say so myself.
Are you stupid or something? I was only asking you to vacuum the house and keep it clean. Why did you go and demolish the whole thing?
Oh, I think you know exactly why I did what I did.
But why? I want to know why you demolished the house. What is the matter with you? Is this some kind of illusion or a trick or something?
No trick. I just have an old friend in construction, and I called in a favor from him. He had an opening in his schedule and agreed to help me out.
So then, it's really all gone? You destroyed it all?
Well, not personally, but yes, the house is all gone.
How can you do this? The house was mine. I owned it. You can't just destroy it.
Actually, I bought the house before I even met you. You just kept insisting that it was yours after we got married.
But all my stuff was in there. What did you do with all my stuff?
I put it in a storage locker, so you have nothing to worry about.
Oh, at least there's some good news. But don't think you're gonna get away with this.
I should be the one saying that. We have been married for 10 years. How could you betray me like this?
What are you talking about now? You're crazy.
Tell me, were you seeing this other guy when we got married too?
I still have no idea what you're talking about. You're not making any sense.
I'm talking about George. Sound familiar? I know that he lives about 15 minutes away from here. I even know the building and room number, 102, right?
George? I have no idea what you're talking about at all. Who even is that?
Wow. I would have thought that you would at least know the name of the man that you were seeing for the past 10 years.
You're crazy. You have no idea what you're talking about at all.
Oh, but I do though. And I know so much more. I know that you two started seeing each other on September 9th, the same day that Mindy was born. Tell me, after you gave birth, did you go and see him?
How do you know all of this? What is this?
Ah, so you admit it. I knew it.
No, it isn't like that. You don't know anything. This is all just a big misunderstanding.
No, I know everything. I know that you spend your own daughter's birthday with that man every year. How could you do that to your own child, huh? What is the matter with you?
No, you've got this all wrong. You don't understand. George and I are just really good friends, and that's all it is. I promise.
Oh, really? Well, you sure seem to prioritize this friend quite a bit over your own family, don't you? You even like to play family with him when we're not around.
What do you mean? What do you know?
I know that a few weekends ago when I took Mindy to the zoo, you invited George into our home. I know that you two did it in there. You two sure have a pretty odd friendship. I have video proof of what you did too.
But how did you know? I don't understand. How did you find out?
When my parents gave me that money to hold on to, the first place I thought to put it in was the safe in the closet.
That's my safe! So tell me you went through my stuff.
I didn't mean to, but I wanted the money to be safe, and as soon as I opened up that safe and looked inside, guess what I found? Pictures. And lots of them.
No, you don't know what you're talking about. This is just a big mistake.
Oh, really? Because the pictures showed you two doing some pretty heinous things, if you ask me. I thought I was gonna throw up when I saw them.
This can't be happening. I don't believe it. This is too much.
And they even had dates marked on them. Some going as far back as 5 years ago on Mindy's birthday. Why did you take so many pictures?
You mean, you found all of them?
That's right. There were dozens and dozens of them. I couldn't believe it. There were even SD cards with videos of you two. I can't believe you would leave behind so much evidence.
When we took the pictures and videos on my phone, the quality was also so bad.
Well, I guess I'm thankful that you decided to go pro since now I have so much clear evidence. Did you really think that you would get away with this forever?
No, you don't understand. It isn't what you think. I never wanted to take any of those photos or videos.
Oh, really? Because you seem to be pretty happy with yourself in all of them. I wouldn't be surprised if they were all your idea to begin with.
No, I swear, he blackmailed me so I would make them.
I don't care what kind of excuses you have for me now. I'm sure that you're away with him right now on your business trip.
No, it really is a business trip. That's all it is, I swear.
Oh, really? Because I saw your Insta story about how you were getting ready for vacation. So what was that? You even posted a story about seeing the man of your dreams.
Wait, how did you see that story? I don't get it.
You probably thought that I wouldn't have been able to since my phone was broken, huh? But you forget that those also get posted to Facebook, and I was able to see it on my laptop.
What is the matter with you? Haven't you heard of privacy? Why would you just go and look at my story?
What are you talking about? You put it out there for everyone to see. It isn't like I went out looking for it. It was just there at the top of my page.
But still, that's so mean of you. How could you do this to me?
What do you mean? You shouldn't have been posting about your affair in the first place. Why are you so intent on leaving as much evidence as possible?
No, the story was just about a little trip I was taking with some good friends of mine. That's it. George doesn't have a girlfriend, so I just wanted to cheer him up. That's it.
Oh, so you're just faking your love for this guy then? Is that what you're telling me now?
Yes, of course, this happens all the time, right? It's like how people have work wives or husbands, right? It doesn't really mean anything. You're reading too much into this.
So then you've kept up this little fake relationship with him for 10 whole years out of pity?
Yeah, but it didn't really mean anything. I promise it was all fake.
Well, if that's really the case, then maybe we should bring a third party to decide just what's real and what isn't.
Wait, no, we don't have to do that.
Oh, don't worry. I've already reached out and found a good lawyer. I'm sure that she'll be able to decide if this was a 10-year affair or just a little game. But if it was an affair, you're gonna have to pay a lot.
Did you really talk to a lawyer? She would have told you that the statute of limitations on an affair is 3 years.
Well, thanks for owning up to your affair and calling it what it really is. Plus, some of these pictures and videos are dated within the last year or so.
Oh, crap. But no, George says it's 3 years from the start of the affair.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how that holds up in court, won't we?
Please, you've got it all wrong. You don't know what you're talking about.
Besides, I already have heaps of evidence. Whose side do you think a judge would really take?
Okay, let's stop here. That is enough of all of this. It was all just one big joke.
I don't believe you. You really are too much, you know that? Even just having this conversation with you makes me feel sick.
Wait, no, please, I am so sorry. I promise that the affair was just that and nothing more. It was just a little fun. But at least I was telling the truth. You can forgive me with that, right?
You have betrayed me for 10 years straight, and you think that I'm gonna just forgive you?
But you don't get it. I mean, George is just like so tall and handsome and he pulls so many women but still isn't married.
And you think that this is supposed to make me feel any better about the situation?
No, I mean, yes. I just mean that he was so jealous about how all of his friends were getting married and even I was already married.
What part of this do you think is supposed to make me feel better? Do you think that this is a good enough excuse for 10 years of your lies?
But it's just that it took me 10 years to realize just what a good person you really are. I mean, George actually isn't even that good, you know? He's not nearly as good as you.
But I thought that I was just a little shut-in.
No, you don't get it. That's just a term of endearment.
Sure it is, but I gotta say, George really doesn't seem like all that. I mean, did you know he doesn't even have a job? He is completely unemployed. All he does is borrow money from the woman he sleeps with, as far as I can tell.
Wait, no, that can't be right. I thought that he made all of his money from real estate.
I'm afraid not. You see, I hired a private investigator, and he found out all of George's dirty little secrets.
Wait, you have got to be kidding me. That's a joke, right?
Believe me or not, I really don't care. This is completely up to you, but I want you to know that I am done with you and this marriage.
No, please, you can't do this to me. Anything but a divorce. It will be so embarrassing for me.
There is no way that I'm going to continue living with you. You and I are through. Do you understand me?
Please don't do this to me. I won't even have a place to live. I won't know what to do without you.
Maybe your parents will understand and let you live with them.
I can't tell my parents about this. They'd be so mad at me.
The thing about that is that the key to the storage unit with all your stuff is actually at your parents' house. I gave it to them myself.
You've got to be kidding me. Please, tell me that you're joking right now.
Oh, and by the way, my parents are gonna want their money back, I think.
Wait, you mean that money really was never yours at all?
How many times did I tell you? I told you over and over again that it was my parents' money.
But what should I do? I already spent all of it.
Well, then I suppose you'll just have to return all of it now, won't you?
Just wait, please. I promise that I'll change. I'll never do any of this again. Please, just forgive me.
I'm afraid that it is way, way too late for any of that. I want nothing to do with you ever again. Do you understand me?
You can't do this to me. Please, don't do this. Just forgive me. Think about all we have together.
I really couldn't believe what had happened, but I think that the thing that made me the most upset was that Rachel never once showed any concern for our daughter during that whole conversation. Before long, we were divorced, and I was granted a lump sum of $50,000 from her, since she had been squandering marital assets on her affair. It came out that she was using her work trips as an excuse to cheat on me. That wasn't grounds to fire her, but she did get demoted deep into the record room in the basement. But prideful Rachel couldn't take working in a place like that, and decided to quit. But even so, Rachel is still required to pay back my parents every cent of the money that she stole from them. After the divorce, I was given full custody of Mindy, and Rachel was forced to pay child support every month until Mindy turns 18 years old. Knowing that Rachel had been cheating on me since before Mindy was even born, I was tempted to get a DNA test, but ultimately decided against it. Whether we share blood or not, she is still my daughter. I'm still working hard at my job and doing the best to make sure to keep my daughter happy. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.